Shower thought. Wolverine's claws and hands. Greetings, this is the Baron. And today I'm trying something new. I'm kind of mixing two things together here. I want to start a new series where I have this shower thought thing where I talk about random crap I think about while I'm in the shower. And in the background, I'm just going to show you me sorting my collection because that's going to be a long process. Alright, so today's shower thought is Wolverine and his freaking claws. So the initial thought was, you know how he makes his threat? He'll like put his fist to your chin and he'll unleash two claws to the left and right of your face and he'll leave the middle one in. Like, I can kill you anytime, kind of like, trying to scare you. Now I want you to take your fist and put it to your chin. That's just not possible. How big are Wolverine's freaking hands? Take two fists and put them to your chin. Maybe that works. Does that mean this mutant freak has hands twice the size of our hands? This guy's short. How tall is Wolverine? He's like between 5'2" and 5'3". Not a tall dude. So how is he shaped? What's going on with this guy? Well, I tell you, I'm not like crazy into the comics. I haven't, read his comics. I haven't done that. I'm a huge fan of the movies, and I've been a Marvel fan since the 90s, early 90s. Actually, Marvel Series 1 collectible cards is what really drew me in and got me going. So I'm actually going to show those now. Those are Series 2, actually, where they show the guy in the front, they show his stats on the back, and then in Series 2, they actually had like a special little mini edition where it was like people's weapons, and Wolverine's claws were there. And they like kind of explain it a little bit, but come on, you gotta get your act together. Sometimes these things are depicted as like going wide, sometimes they stay thin and nice and clean and sharp. And if I'm not wrong, these things are supposed to be bone, and then that metal like fused to or replaced or whatever, but the thickness, changes from one scene to another, how these claws are, and you gotta get your act together, Wolverine. You gotta figure out what shape your body is and how these claws fit in you. Speaking of fitting in you, these things gotta fit. Look at your arm. Where are these claws going? Between the two bones in your arm is where they're supposed to be, right? Okay, fine. Measure that out. Put your hand there for pinky to thumb, and now like shink them out. Pull them out. The claws come out of like the center of his hands, right? So the claws would never be as long as you see them depicted anywhere they're drawn because it's just so far out there and unrealistic. And I get people like, come on, Nick, it's supposed to be unrealistic. It's a comic book. No. Come on, give me something. We're dorks. We want the information. We want to know how this works. You try explaining it. So back that shit up. Show me what you got. So then, when the claws are extended, if there's not a part of them that stops at the wrist, and it actually just goes all the way to the hand, not the knuckle, but like the middle of the hand or whatever, you've got no power. You see Wolverine cleaving through shit, and there's just no way. Tape a knife to your hand and try cutting anything. It's not going to happen. If somehow they did stop at the wrist and extend it through the hand, he would have no motion in his hands because the metal adamantium bone would be going through it. And the claw would come like, if you made a fist, maybe 3 inches from the end of his fist. So, again, don't throw this movie magic bullshit at me. I want to know how Wolverine is supposed to be working. Show me these claws. Figure it out. I know you got bad writing going back till freaking whatever, but we're living in a new age now. I want this shit fleshed out. But anyway, that's my rant today. Wolverine and his freaking freaky hands and his claws. And yeah, you got plenty of outs here. He's a mutant. You could make his body shape completely different than a human. Fine, do that. That's not bending laws of physics or reality or anything. It's just a story. But it's a story that makes sense. It is a mutant gene. It changes the way your body works. And forms. Some people are like, you got Nightcrawler. Oh, he's actually not a mutant. Right? He's the son of a devil or something like that. And Mystique. But whatever. You got the Murlocs who are just born different. They shape different. Some people just look like normal humans and they've got superpowers because of the mutant gene. Sure, whatever. But Wolverine's superpower is not having great strength of wrist. You know, that's not a thing. It's not having a pocket dimension in your freaking arm. So get this shit straight, all right? This is Baron Nick. This is my rant. That's my shower thought. And in just that amount of time, I managed to get all my white cards put away, A to Z. Well, I think E to Z. I did A to D in the last video. But, it goes pretty quick. I don't know if I have enough shower thoughts to cover all the time it's going to take to go through the whole collection. But, whatever we talk about, we'll talk about as we get through it together. We're going to get my whole thing alphabetized. And I want to thank you for coming along the journey with me. Anyway, this is Baron Nick, and I'm done here.